Hi all, my name is Munawar Munir and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to cover the topic related to generative AI, AI agents and agentic AI. So this topic, what we are going to cover is I'm going to give you the brief introduction about these three, as well as I will also compare these three cumulatively and also going to have all those use cases where these three need to be uses. But everything would be covered with .NET Core as well as using the Azure. So let's get started with the topic. So the first thing is why this matter for .NET Core team? Actually, the question comes that why a .NET team should use these three, agentic AI, agents, or agentic AI, where these need to be used and what value they will be added to the .NET team. So actually, these three are covering so many things like automation, decision making, scalability, and as well as all those modern driven .NET architecture. So that is why being a .NET team or being a .NET developer, you should know all of these three very much in order to make your application smarter, decision maker, scalable, or with the all those modern architecture. So the first thing is what is generative AI? So generative AI, as the name explain, it would be from generation. So what does it mean? We will give something and we will get the output from there. So giving something that is known as the prompt. So we will create the content or we will generate the content from prompts. So as you all know that nowadays a chat GPT is being vastly used and in so many I would say areas they are very much helpful. But as far as the coding is concerned, definitely it is also adding some value. So what we are doing is we are just giving the prompt, and on that prompt, what we are getting is we are getting the content. So no autonomy is there. We just have to have the prompt, and the response will be coming. That is a separate thing that the prompt is accurate or not, or the desired result is accurate or not. But the things which we are doing is that is a generative AI. So generative AI in .NET Core, how or in .NET how that is helpful. So in or where it can be used. So ASP.NET Core APIs they can be used using the generative AI. We can use Azure OpenAI, that is also generative AI. We can use the chatbot summarizes, code generations. So these type of things are being used in .NET Core and they are all generative AI. So we can use the built-in APIs which are based on the AI and those can be used in our project. As far as the Azure OpenAI is concerned, it's already using so many chat GPTs internal server, I would say, where we can give the prompts. We can create our own prompts over there. We can give them the data from which on which it will give us the desired results. And on that part of that, on top of that, I would say we can generate the code for .NET Core or .NET wherever it is needed. Then comes what are the AI agents? Agents mean anything which can do something that we can say agent. Assuming, for example, in real world, we have a person that want something to be done, and that is only done by a particular person. So he will go to that person, he will give his work to him, and that person who is known as an agent, he can do behalf of him all those work. So in this case, the AI agents can take the actions. We will give them that this need to be done, and that agent is doing all those actions which are needed. So it uses the tools and APIs. There are so many things an agent can perform. Actually, what we have to do is we need to give him something, not the prompt, but the action. On that action, it will perform whatever we want it. So it can be a task based. For example, we wanted agent can do couple of steps, and after a couple of steps we need to generate. For example, we wanted to generate some summary, assuming I wanted to generate some reports. So we will have all those tasks to be assigned to that agent, and that agent will give us the desired result. And in .NET, where these AI agents are being used, worker services, background jobs. In background jobs, for example, we are saying that the file, once the file is uploaded, and on the behalf of that file, once it is uploaded, that is an action. So after uploaded, we need to extract the data, and we need to populate in the table, for example. So in that case, we are doing some sort of AI related things which an agent can perform. So agent will look into the file, it will extract it and dump the table. In the same manner, we can use the Azure functions. They are also sort of, I would say, workflow sort of things in which the actions are being performed over there. Recorded over there, and from the action it can perform so many things, whatever we needed. We can use HTTP clients, API, DBX, and so many things we can assign to an agent, and those can be done using the AI agents in .NET. Then comes what is agentic AI. So agentic AI is goal-driven system. First was prompting, second was action, and the third was is goal-driven system. So we are setting some goals, and on those goals we need to have something that needs to be come out from that. So we can have some planning, and on those planning there should be coming something out of it. So anything which we wanted to have after doing so many, I would say, the planning or milestone, after a milestone achievement, we need to have something that comes out. So that part is agentic AI. So I will also explain that how these threes are interlinked. In that slide, I will tell you that actually where these need to be used. And agentic AI in .NET, what we can do is for planner, for executor, for validator agent, so these type of things where something has some goals. So in that case, we have to have the agentic AI in .NET. We have Semantic Kernel planners, that is AI, agentic AI, and durable functions. These functions are also based on agentic AI. Now comes the comparison part. In comparison part, as you can see, the generative AI is based on the contents. Mean prompts are given and the answer is coming. That is generative AI. On the AI agents part, we have to have some action on those action that agent need to be performed to get the desired result. And while the agentic AI is depending upon the decision on the goals or the planning. So these are the basic comparison between these three. So I also have some examples where these are being used: analyzing the log, fetching the metrics, decide fixes, execution and validation. So all these type of things are by example of all three. And as far as the Azure references are concerned, we can have Azure OpenAI, as I mentioned previously, ASP.NET Core. For these three are also being used, or it is used in ASP.NET Core. Azure Functions that as I mentioned, they are based on some actions need to be performed. On those action, it will give us the desired result. And the service bus, that is also a sort of goal achiever, I would say. I mean, once the message will go to the Azure bus, and when it is successful, it will send a response back to other actions to be performed. So that is also Azure reference for all these three. So the question is where each fits, mean where we need to use agentic, where we need to use the agent, or where we need to use the generative AI. So UI or reports, wherever these type of things are needed, we need to have the generative AI. And wherever the automation is concerned, for example, we wanted to have the unit tests should be automatically be generated. So some sort of things need to be automated. So in that case, AI agents are being used. And wherever the operations are needed, we have to have the agentic AI. So these are the use cases where they need to be used. And as far as if you talk about the recommended .NET libraries, so Semantic Kernel, Azure OpenAI SDK, Mediator, and then the poly. These are the four, or there are others also. I only mentioned these four libraries which are being used in .NET. And the key takeaways mean content, action, and decision. Definitely, we are providing something. We wanted some action, and the decision will be there. So if we combine all three, then the definitely the system would be mean a future ready .NET system in which we are giving the prompt, we are having some actions to be performed by the agents, and then we are on the decision making final part, we are getting the desired result. So these are the key takeaways. So thank you so much. I hope you like this video.